Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis and Arundel County and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, December 13th, 2024. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Man, I'd love to see crowds downtown, and it looks especially nice at Midnight Madness. Plus, the Christmas market was open last night on City Dock, and I discovered the downside of sipping on a Galway Bay eggnog while putting together the DNB. You eventually run out and need to buy more. Thankfully, they still have some bottles left for me. Well, with today being a Friday and the 13th, for those who are a little bit superstitious, steer clear of mirrors, ladders, and black cats. But don't steer away from the DNB because we have the day's news, so shall we? Wednesday, the Anne Arundel County Fire Department responded to a reported explosion at a commercial business park in Glen Burnie and didn't find any evidence of an explosion or damage to any property or any injuries. But apparently there was indeed an explosion. Investigators did identify a Pasadena man as a suspect, arrested and charged him with multiple offenses, including manufacturing and using a destructive device. He does remain in custody at the Jennifer Road Detention Center. Over on the shore, prosecutors dropped hate crime charges against 12 of the 15 Salisbury University students previously arrested for their involvement in an assault. You'll recall that they posted a profile on Grindr to lure a gay man to have sex with a purported 16-year-old. When he arrived, the group of 15 beat him up and called him homophobic slurs. I'm guessing they may have a different definition of a hate crime in Wicomico County because it sounds pretty textbook to me. But apparently the judge in the case accepted that they were just a bunch of young men trying to rid the world of men trying to have sex with 16-year-olds. It needs to be noted that 16 is the age of consent here in Maryland. I do suspect there may be some good old boy network stuff at play down there as well. The Annapolis Police Department collected 16 firearms and over 6,700 rounds of ammunition during its second voluntary gun give-back event last month. Chief Ed Jackson highlighted the program's success, emphasizing the importance of removing even a single weapon from potential misuse. The anonymous collection, held without any financial incentives, is part of an ongoing effort to reduce gun violence in the city. And this one kind of left me scratching my head. The Baltimore Banner, which is absolutely killing it in my opinion, and I just realized that was probably the wrong word to use right now, but they have hired an obituary writer, and that's cool. Where it got weird for me was when they emailed me suggesting that I sign up for their newsletter of death, and that's my term. But they're looking for subscribers so that they can email obituaries directly to you. I'm not sure about you. I think that one's a little bit creepy, and that's a newsletter I'm probably going to skip. All right, the holidays always bring a slew of events to the area, and this week is no different. I am going to try to go down chronologically, both by day and by hour, so stick with me if you can. Today, Annapolis Holiday Market is at City Dock from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. That is going to be a blast. The Annapolis Symphony Orchestra has their holiday pops at Maryland Hall. That's at 7:30 p.m. The Annapolis Chorale will present Handel's Messiah at St. Anne's Church. That's at 7:30 p.m. Moving into Saturday, Kwanzaa. They're having a celebration of Kwanzaa at the Banneker Douglas Tubman Museum. That's at 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The Annapolis Holiday Market does continue at City Dock from 11 to 9 p.m. The Santa Speedo Run gets underway at O'Brien's at 11 a.m. If you have never seen that, that is a sight to see. You will need to probably protect your eyes because there's probably a lot of things that you never planned to see in your life there. But that is a great fundraiser, an awful lot of fun. Wildberry Market's Vintage Christmas Market gets underway at 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. up there in Crownsville. The Annapolis Symphony Orchestra also has their holiday pops. It's the encore performance. This one's up at Severna Park High. That gets underway at 3 p.m. The Annapolis Chorale is going to present Handel's Messiah again at St. Anne's Church, both at 3 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. So if you're counting, you've got 2 options to see the Annapolis Symphony's holiday pops and 3 options to see the Annapolis Chorale's Messiah. The big thing this weekend, Army-Navy is at Northwest Stadium. That kickoff is at 3. We will be there. Be sure to tune in to eyeonannapolis.net. And if you can't be there, you can catch it on CBS. And finally, tomorrow night, the Eastport Yacht Club's Lights Parade. That gets underway at Annapolis Harbor at 6 p.m., goes till about 8 p.m. One of the best places to view will be on the Eastport Bridge, but it will be pretty crowded. If you want to go pseudo-VIP, bring some canned food, bring it down to the Harbor Queen. They're having the annual fun drive. You'll be able to board the boat, stand up on the top deck, get a perfect view of the parade. And finally, sliding into Sunday. Again, the Annapolis Holiday Market will continue, but it's a little bit short on Sunday. It gets underway at 11 a.m. and only goes till 5 p.m., and that will be the last day that it happens. Tuba Christmas. If you've ever seen 100 tubas playing Christmas music, here's your chance. City Dock at the Holiday Market. That gets underway at 1 p.m. And also all weekend long and through January 1st, Lights on the Bay at Sandy Point State Park. It goes from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. every night, contrary to what some other places have said. And the admission is $20 per carload, so you can jam as many people in there as you safely can do. I do happen to have a couple passes, so if you would like a pass to see Lights on the Bay, get in touch with me. May hook you up. You want to be sure to catch our local business spotlight this Saturday at noon. This week, Amy from Word Bookstore in Edgewater joins us. And man, I'll tell you, this woman has passion. That's going to drop at noon on Saturday. And today on Canines and Crosstreks, we meet Chloe, a 1-year-old non-shedding hypoallergenic poodle mix. And Kelly threw out a challenge to get her adopted by Christmas. So you want to listen to our spot now and then check out eyeonannapolis.net at noon for some irresistible photos and get all of the information on how you can adopt her. And again, don't forget that we have our daily newsletter that features only the top local news stories of the day. We send it out to your email inbox at 7 p.m. every night. Yes, that's 366 days this year, all without a paywall. It's perfect for keeping up with the weekend's news since we don't release a DNB on Saturday, Sunday. And here's a link right here in the show notes for you to sign up if you're not already. And we promise, no obituaries. All right, that's it. Now it's time just to say thank you for listening and putting up with us every day. I do hope that we add some value to your world. And if we do, please leave a review somewhere or tell a friend to give us a listen. We also want to thank our sponsors, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and Scout and Molly's. It's Friday, the weekend is here, and now it is time just to say have a great weekend. Be nice to others, do something fun, and keep shopping local. And that's the really important part. Now, hang tight because DCMDVA Weather is here, bringing the only locally forecasted weather report you should care about, and then Canines and Crosstreks. All of that's coming your way in just a minute. Oh, and of course, especially tomorrow, go Navy, beat Army.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, December 13th. A couple more cold days for the Annapolis region today and tomorrow before rain chances return Sunday p.m. and last through Tuesday ahead of a return of sunshine on Wednesday. Look for mostly sunny skies today and tomorrow with highs each day in the upper 30s to mid 40s with temps in the upper 40s to lower 50s Sunday with mostly cloudy skies and a chance of some PM rain, especially later in the day and nighttime hours, with rain chances remaining elevated Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, with warmer temps in the mid to upper 50s ahead of a return of sunshine Wednesday with highs near 50 degrees, though there could be an additional rain chance late next week or next weekend. Okay, that's it for today and this week. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day and weekend out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and X for updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Is all this talk of inflation making you uneasy? Me too, especially the uncertainty. How bad will it eat into my future purchasing power? Well, don't feel helpless because solar energy can give you some financial control. By installing and owning your solar system, you can lock out electricity cost inflation by locking in your electricity price for more than 25 years. Many of our inflation-fighting clean energy systems offset 100% of the annual electricity demands. Customers frequently add electric vehicle charging and backup batteries to their solar projects, providing them inexpensive auto fuel and additional energy security for the home. Freeze energy inflation in its tracks by committing to affordable, clean solar energy. Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. But don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
That can only mean one thing. We're headed to the SPCA of Arundel County with Annapolis Subaru to play with the pups for this week's Canines and Crosstreks. Sponsored by Annapolis Subaru. Higher standards.
Yeah. Billy, it exists.
It's for real.
I cannot believe that we are here. This is a magical day.
It really is. We are in the new building of the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, and I tell you, this building has probably got to be like the envy of most vets in the county. This is a beautiful,
Pretty cool, isn't it?
I am envious of it. I really think it's wonderful. This is awesome. And we did a quick tour, and I mean, the cages are like state of the art.
They're little suites, right?
They are. They're suites, and it's very different. And the glass doors, we purposely did that so you can obviously see the animals, and also they can see out and not feel like, what's going on out there? So,
Well, I think it's kind of cool because you've also got the, like in the hotel rooms, we got the doors between the rooms.
Yeah.
You've got that as well. So if you're light on adoptables, they can spread out and have a little bit of room. And when you walk in, immediately to your right, you're faced with two big old windows filled with kittens.
That's right.
Yeah, you guys did a really great job with this.
Oh, we're good. I'm glad you like it. I mean, it seems like the animals are doing so well here. The dogs that have moved up here are just they're actually quieter, and it's much more peaceful. Obviously, it's a new environment, and it's, as you can tell, obviously it's loud when you walk in there, but nowhere near like it used to be.
Well, it smells like a hotel.
Yeah.
It's not like a new.
Well, we know that's important to you, Billy, because it's the smell of the boardroom that those 2 weeks did not work for you.
For now.
Exactly. It's just a matter of time. It's animal.
Matter of time. But I mean, just some of the amenities that you had. I mean, you've got like a big industrial kind of a flushable toilet for when you clean the cages.
Right.
You got the hose. I mean, there's all sorts of things that's here, and a lot of thought went into this. I mean, nobody likes to talk about euthanasia, but you've got a separate euthanasia room with a separate entrance for privacy for people that want to say goodbye to their pets.
That's right.
So you've really put an awful lot of thought into this.
You sure did.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And it's great because each and every kennel, actually, they can go inside and out. So there's outdoor kennels and indoor kennels, which is nice because in the mornings we can kind of just raise the doors and they go out.
Right. Makes it real easy on the staff.
And they bark.
Sure. Absolutely. Congratulations to you and Subaru, man. Zoomer Reports, it's been all over the news about how you dethroned the T word.
Oh, yeah. Were we number one? I think we were number one.
Siobhan, that's Japanese for number one.
There you go.
I don't have that printed out and plastered all over the showroom. You not must. I have it all our side. Oh, yes.
Hey, wait a minute.
But yeah, took over BMW, Lexus, and Toyota, take the number one spot for reliable cars from Consumer Reports. So they're no schlub. They said of the 7 models in Survey 2, the Forester and the Impreza have well above average reliability scores, and the Crosstrek Legacy and Outback and Ascent all rate above average. So, and they just say that they're just really great because they don't change up things. So when they find something that works, they're common among all the different models. So it's, it's
smart.
It does it for it. So that's all over the place, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no, we're obviously we don't make the cars.
Right.
We just help customers buy them, and we fix them if they need to be fixed, or we maintain them when they need to be maintained. But yeah, we couldn't be more proud to be affiliated with the Subaru brand, and are excited for that report to come out and for all the people to see. And come by Subarus.
Outstanding job. And Lights on the Bay is still
It's doing
chugging
fabulous.
right along.
Yeah, it's doing great. And we have had 2 gates open, so the wait, we hope, for everybody is a lot shorter. Than
good.
it has been.
I just had somebody call me today that said, do you know any good light displays around us? Because I'm trying to avoid Lights on the Bay because they say it's all like 2 hours and wait.
It's
And I said,
the
it's not. I
Bridge
said,
traffic.
I said the weekend will be busy. I said, come on down on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday
Right.
starts to pick up a little bit. No problem getting in and
Right.
out.
But
I said it's well worth it. And this is the biggest fundraiser for you guys every year. So get out there and see this. This is a labor, not labor of love. I mean, it's a lot of labor, but it's quite a spectacle to see.
Yeah.
And it does change up from year after year.
It does. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and it's a really fun thing to do with your kids. Like, having the car, you should have their seatbelt on, but if they want to take it,
Sometimes they're crawling all over the.
yeah. Bring snacks, what does it take? About 30, 45 minutes to get.
Not even. It just depends. If there's no cars in front of
You can also pull over if you want to look a little bit. People will go around you. So I'm just nobody's really crazy about that.
Yeah, I heard there's a lot of people that pull over. Like, there's a display, I don't know, it's like 2 or 3 in on the right. It's like blue lettering in cursive. It's Annapolis.
the lake car. I think it's really
Over the forest.
It's a silver Forester.
it's
Whaled now. Yeah, the white Forester that
they're
we had
switched
there.
out. So
We had to switch it out because somebody bought it.
I've heard people pull over before the tunnels, where the lights go boom, 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 and they do like some shrooms before they go through. And
we added 2 more tunnels too this year because the tunnels are so popular. We only used to have the 1, and now we added 2 more. So hopefully
like
people
little
will
fun.
notice that. Appreciate it.
And you guys have a new, I'll say it's a little fundraiser, but I saw it on Facebook. You sort of made all the pups like Vincent Van Gogh's. And
Oh yeah.
they were making Christmas tree prints on
Out of the paw prints.
as on-
Yeah, the volunteers had a blast doing that. It was a lot of fun. And we also did guinea pigs. We did the rabbits. So we did some of the animals at Paws at the Mall. So there's little miniature tree artwork, drawings that are actually at Paws at the Mall for sale. So
Oh, very cool.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
a
can go into, and actually the new building that we're talking about is not officially open yet to the public. It is also a peak. But you can go to the old, where are they? The old intake
at the
place.
shelter. The main shelter is where they are displayed right now. So, and we do have some left. They've been selling, which is great. That's
Why were they? They're so
I know
cute.
they're really.
Is that why the one dog that we walked by had pink ears? Yeah, we rolled them around on the cart. Yeah, they only have these floppy ears.
A little crazy with the paint.
Yeah.
Actually, she came in that way. So
Okay.
she was all dressed up when she was surrendered.
What do you got against punk rock poodles?
I got nothing. I just wasn't sure if that was like remnants of some artwork.
She was a white fluffy dog, and I know you're tired of white fluffy dogs, so we made her ears pink.
You have a whole room dedicated.
Yeah, we'll trick them. We'll die and they'll never know.
We'll never know. They have too many white fluffy dogs.
You guys are running through Share the Love right now.
Yeah,
You're about halfway.
we are beyond halfway. Halfway was the 20th, so we have about 20 days. 20 days left. Actually, what is today's?
Today's the 13th.
Yeah, no,
So
halfway was the 10th. Yeah, around the 10th. So we're happy.
I see numbers are tough for you now, which is a good thing, I guess.
Listen, everything's kind of a blur in December. But no, we're doing great. We had a great November. So we exceeded our expectations in November in regards to volume of new car sales. We're chugging along in December, and that last 5 days between Christmas and New Year's is a little crazy. Kelly, you experienced it last year.
Last year,
Yep.
It's been 1 year since I bought my Crosstreks.
So creeping up on your 1-year anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Time for a new one.
Yeah, we're going to trade it in. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
We encourage people to come before the end of the year as well. Just because the experience can be a little better with less people there. The experience is always good, but every once in a while it takes a little longer, just depending upon how many people are purchasing vehicles. But we do everything we can to try to get people in and out as quickly as possible. And December is a lot of fun for a lot of people. Not to mention all the Christmas shopping we have to do.
Yeah, you guys have to do all those same things that we do.
Yep.
Well, we've been yakking about Subaru and we've been yakking about the SPCA, but we haven't been yakking about
this
our guest
adoptable
today.
dog. Okay, so today
You can talk about the Crosstreks. Now we got to talk about the
That's
canine.
right. Now we're going to talk about the canines. So today we have Chloe, and you saw Chloe when you first walked in too. And so obviously she's a really good girl, even in her kennel. So she is a poodle mix, and obviously a female, like I said, and she's a year old. Super sweet. She has those real soft, beautiful eyes and stuff. And she is just the fluffiest, most happy little girl. So we are hoping that we can get her home before Christmas, so she can get home and spend the holidays at her new home.
Well, we have about 10 days to do that. Actually,
That's right.
well, you're probably closed on Christmas and Christmas.
Yeah.
So we'll call it 10 days.
Yeah, it can still happen.
But how old is she?
1 year.
She's just 1 year.
Yeah.
She's got some room to grow.
Yes, she
So
does.
that's
She
fun.
absolutely does. But she's got her little fluffy poodle hair, and it's really, really sweet. Real sweet eyes too.
What's her background? Do we know?
We do not know her background. I believe she was just, they didn't have the time to take care of her. That's what they shared with
And
us.
poodles, they all don't shed, correct?
They do not. And most people that do have allergies to dog fur
Tend to be
they- no,
hypoallergenic. That's not allergy free, but pretty close.
Right. Just depends. But most of the time it's the fur that people are allergic to, the dander and the
Right.
fur. Yeah.
So it's good for our partners.
Yeah.
It's good for families. And
And if you like to wear black clothing,
That's
you know, not have everybody know that you own an animal.
you're throwing down the gauntlet for a Christmas adoption.
it.
Okay. Well, we can
Got
do
to be home for the holidays.
home for the holidays. So we've got about 10 days to do it. So we need to get Chloe a home. She's adorable. She's actually seems to be enjoying her time here.
She's very
I mean, how could you not? This place is awesome.
I know I was a kind of INF one going to say, that bed looks awfully.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this is wonderful.
Yeah, and does the dogs seem happier here?
Yeah.
They're just calmer and happier.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
great.
I got to say that the old place, I mean, it obviously served a purpose.
Yeah.
It served it for,
Really?
100 years.
That's right.
But it
It was time.
really was. I mean,
It has
104 years. It's time.
it has character.
It does have character.
It's a very wise building.
but now it's got pizzazz. So
That's it.
SPCA.org is where you want to go to get the application process started for Chloe. And AnnapolisSubaru.com is where you want to go if you want to look online. But you want to go to 149 Old Solomon's Island Road. And the Share the Love directly benefits the Blue Ribbon Project, which is a wonderful nonprofit right here in our area. They work with kids that are entering into the foster care system.
Yeah.
And they give them the support. And with every new car purchased and leased, Annapolis Subaru and Subaru USA will be donating $400.
$400. So it equates to about 4 backpacks a car. So
Oh.
it's about $100
And every Subaru has the capacity to hold 4 backpacks.
at least.
At least.
Yes,
That's right.
at least. But yeah, no, we're obviously still in the midst of it, and get a good idea of our customers' feedback when talking to them about Share the Love and what their selection is. And yeah, it's very hard to explain what the Blue Ribbon Project does to a customer and have them not select them as the charity that they would like the donation to go to.
Because there is a choice of some national charities as well.
But there's 4 national charities, all very deserving of every dollar that they get. But we really like to see the impact of this event locally. So that's why we encourage educate our customers on the Blue Ribbon Project. Even if they don't choose the Blue Ribbon Project, now they know about it, and now they're able to if they come across somebody or come across a family or have somebody in their life or that they've crossed paths with that they're aware of this service, and there's volunteer opportunities for kids. There's so many things that they do, and so many benefits of having them a part of this program financially, but also just making people aware that stuff like this exists. And unfortunately, there's a huge need for it in our immediate area.
It's horrible. And one thing I always do say is that, I mean, if somebody that's listening to this just hears about it and just one more person hears about it, it's a win.
Yeah.
And for those that aren't aware of how the foster program works, a lot of times these kids have been abused. They're in an abusive type of a family situation. And a lot of times they're picked up at school.
Yeah.
And what that means is that they have the shoes, the pants, the underwear, the shirt, the books, and the lunchbox that they went to school with.
Yeah.
And that's really where Backpacks of Love steps in. It's got the essentials. I mean, it might have some comforting toys. It may have, the toothbrush, the toothpaste, some jammies, and
all the necessities, all the stuff that they would need, immediately. When they're placed into the foster care program or picked up by social services. And it's crazy that a service like this has to exist, but the necessity for it is obviously there. And for Taylor and his team to be as involved and as dedicated to this as they are is amazing. I mean, the backpacks are all gender specific, age specific. So, they're monitoring. They have somebody that checks the backpacks after they're all put together to make sure that the toys, the clothes are all, in line with each other. So, a 16-year-old isn't getting something that a 7-year-old would play with.
And another thing I think that sets that apart too is that Taylor is talking the talk and he's also walk the walk.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, he is a product of the foster program, the foster system. And, so he knows of what he speaks.
Yeah.
And we need to support them, whether it is by buying a Subaru between now and January 1st, or just supporting them when you're looking at, toward the end of the year donation. We got 3 great options. You can donate directly to the Blue Ribbon Project. You can buy a Subaru and donate it sort of somewhat indirectly to them, or you can go to the SPCA's website, aacspca.org. You can make a contribution because it is getting toward the end of the year, and that's a good time to think about doing.
Max out those tax savings.
That's right.
That's the PCA.
All right, Chloe, you're out of here in 10 days.
10 days.
And we will check back, I guess, on the 27th and see if she's here. So I guess we will see you guys next week. Are we going to do it in the same place, same time?
Yeah, let's do it here.
I think we should.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
See you,
John.
Hi, I'm Betsy Abraham. My mom and I own and operate Scout Molly's, this amazing little boutique at the Annapolis Town Center, and we're here to help. Whether you are shopping for the beautiful ladies on your holiday list or for yourself, we have something stunning for every occasion, from casual to black tie. From the Parade of Lights to New Year's Eve, we have the perfect outfit for every event this year. Scout Molly's, Annapolis Town Center. Thank you for shopping local.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.